Hi, I'm Gloria Pierson. I don't know about you, but wellness has been on my mind quite a bit lately with this coronavirus. And I'm trying to keep my immunity up and doing, very safe things. But I'm also using my thoughts. And that's what this video is on. It's how to use positive thoughts for wellness. Now, that doesn't mean if you're sick you shouldn't get medical treatment. Of course you can. But this could be a component of the medical treatment, and also, if you are well, just to stay that way. And these things have been around many years, and there's the medical field is even doing more and more studies on how our thoughts can affect our health. So I'll give you some tips and give you some great affirmations to use that you can get started today. I'm grateful you're watching this video. I'm grateful for all my subscribers. If you enjoy my videos, please consider hitting that subscribe button. My channel is here to help you create the best life that you want and that you deserve. Love to hear from you in the comments too, but let's go ahead and get started with those positive thoughts for wellness. So there's a lot about positive thinking. I mean, that's really what the law of attraction is all about. It's keeping the thought positive because our thoughts are creative. And they can create small things or they can create large things. But they do have a power of creation. And this has been around since really ancient Egypt. But we kind of get undisciplined with our thoughts. It's kind of like a disobedient child. You'll ask them to do one thing, and then they'll do it for a little while, and then they forget. Well, you know what? It's the same with our thoughts. But we can control our thoughts also for wellness. And like I said in the introduction, that doesn't mean you don't get medical treatment if necessary. Absolutely. But this could help you get well quicker and also keep you healthy and well. And I think we're all trying to do that these days right now. But like I said, it's a disobedient child. You may ask them to do one thing, then a little bit later they forget, and you have to remind them again, and maybe remind them again. Well, it's the same with our thoughts and with the cells in our body, because our cells are very intelligent, and we can control them and talk to them. Just like, okay, my arm, I want my arm to go up. I want to walk from here to there. Our bodies are pretty amazing and pretty intelligent. Think of when you're sleeping. Your subconscious mind takes over and you breathe all through the night without thinking about it. And in our cells, there's some cells called phagocytes. And what phagocytes are, they're little cells that are meant to consume bacteria and other foreign particles in the body. But sometimes they could be like a disobedient child. So we have to be rigid with our thoughts, the positive thoughts about our body and our health. Because so many times we'll think, say you have a headache. Oh, my head hurts so much. I just can't get rid of this headache. It's really just consuming me. And you just talk and talk and talk about it. Or if you're sick, you just keep talking and talking about the sickness instead of turning it the other way and being rigid with your thoughts and like, oh, I'm not feeling well right now, but I know I will get better. I know my body is healing. My body is healing. I'm getting better. Instead of talking and talking and talking about it. And even if you don't use my body is getting better, just don't perseverate on, oh, this headache, this headache, this headache. Oh, the stomach ache, the stomach ache, the stomach ache. Instead, maybe just sit there and think of yourself surrounded with God's white light. Just like a waterfall of God's white light surrounding you, knowing that you're healing. So think healing instead of the disease. Think healing instead of what's going on with the illness. So these are the ways you can change it around, because we have to talk to our body and it will listen to us. Just like, okay, let's raise our arm. We're pretty intelligent beings. And this is even at the cellular level. So we know how affirmations work. I do a lot with the affirmations, and we use the affirmations a lot to help our self-esteem, help go through fears. And this is the same thing. It's using the affirmations for your body. Because again, you're creating, it goes from the non-physical, the mind, to the physical form. And it works. It works. And with all that's going on, I would probably think, why don't you start doing this like today? Because it does work. It's talking to the body with the affirmations and in the positive sense. Now, if it's not working and you feel a resistance, there must be some fear. And you have to face that fear and work through it. I've got lots of videos on that. Maybe you write down how you're feeling. Scan your body, see where you're holding any tension, any fear. Embrace it and see if you can release it. So if it's not occurring and you feel a resistance, it's usually fear that is stopping you. So are you ready for these affirmations now? I'm going to give you a few of them, and I do these pretty much every morning. The first one, and again, we are talking to the cells in our body. We're giving them commands. Get in perfect normal activity and maintain it. Get in perfect normal activity and maintain it. Because you know our cells redo themselves every month or every few years. So we want it to do in the positive way. Another one, get to work and see that every particle of this structure is replaced with God's perfection. Get to work and see that every particle of this structure is replaced with God's perfection. Because our bodies are God's perfection. That's our natural state. But sometimes we veer from that, but we need to bring it back in. And again, if you need medical treatment, absolutely, that's a part of this. It's part of the package. Here's another one. See that my body and cells are renewed and maintained in perfect activity. See that my body and cells are renewed and maintained in its perfect activity. Now, these are some suggestions, but you can write your own affirmations. Do them in the present tense. And again, think about it. You're commanding your cells and your body to listen to you in a positive way, just like you would correct a disobedient child if they're not doing what they're supposed to do. Now, again, if you enjoy this video, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Please consider hitting that subscribe button, and I'm sending you lots of love and light that you stay healthy and well.